so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Steve McMillan along with Cody and Evan. Cody, we're at Lima Land with the Bluegrass Iracing Series, the Fixed Pro Late Models, brought to you by Majul C Speed Shop. And on the track right now, car number 95 is Jory Nick. Jory Nick and car number 95 coming to put his first time lap down. And he's fourth quickest right now with a 12.608. James Braswell top of the charts with a 12.459. Next on track, car number 37 is Brandon Marlowe. Brandon Marlowe, car number 37 in the 399 Esports. Flex Motorsports and 399 Esports there. And Capital Race car. Let's see.
Good looking.
Yeah,
Oop.
Go ahead.
A good looking paint job on the side of that machine. Curious to see how Brandon Marlowe does here tonight. I know he's had a couple good runs as of late.
Well, he's third quickest with a 12.552. Out of turn number 4. Let's see how he does. Can he improve? He does not. Next on track, car number 28 is Randy Reeser in car number 28.
Randy Reeser, another driver, been having a good couple runs as of late. Looking like everybody's going to be chasing the 18, or sorry, excuse me, the 109 of James Braswell Jr. here tonight.
Next on track is Benjamin Bruno. Benjamin Bruno, car number 96, Tyler Berry Motorsports. Car number 96 on track. The next car, at car number 21 is Stevie Hoover. Stevie Hoover, car number 21. 26 Pro Late Models here tonight at Lima Land with the Bluegrass Pro Late Model Series, presented to you by Majul C Speed Shop. Eighth quickest for Stevie Hoover. Will stay 8th quickest. Next on track, car number 48, Tyler Berry Motorsports. Car number 48, it's Scott Fritz. Scott Fritz at car number 48.
Scott Fricks has got that University of North Ohio on the car here tonight. Same sponsor as the track here. That's to be interesting. See if he has the inside edge here tonight. Good looking paint scheme on the 48 machine as he actually goes quick time, Steven.
He does with a 14.33. Next on track, he's had some strong runs with the Bluegrass Iracing Series. Car number 75J, this is Jesse Jondred. And he's going to go quick time with a 12.424. Alan Duranco, currently 16th quickest. 17 drivers are timed in. A handful more to go. A couple handful more drivers are timed in. While we're waiting for the other drivers to get on the track and set down some times, why don't you tell us the points?
Absolutely. I mean, I just actually closed it. Let me find it and reopen it here. Give me a minute to scroll through the Discord. Nope, that is not it.
All right, next car now coming on the track. Car number 30, it's Brett Fisher. Brett Fisher, car number 30 in Longhorn. GB Designs, car number 30. First time lap, he goes 8th quickest. Ethan Packard at car number 47. Ethan Packard. He'll go 19th quickest. Picking up a win was Tyler Berry, picking up his first win, I believe, last weekend. Tyler Berry's 8th quick right now with a 12.532. Next on track, car number 611, that's Logan Herbert. Logan Herbert, car number 611.
It was good to see that 500 machine of Tyler Berry get the monkey off his back with that win over at Williams Grove Speedway. Heck of a drive by that man. Curious and excited to see what he's going to be able to do the rest of the season, Steven.
Well, he could do one or two things, right?
That's right. Up or down, either way, she's got to go.
Logan Herbert goes 6th quick. Just 3 more drivers left to qualify, and he got about 4 minutes remaining on that. Logan Herbert making some extra laps. He touches the wall. Tyler Berry back on track. We're still waiting for Ryan Atkins, Matt Kemp, and Zach Nichols to make a time lap.
Real quick while we got a minute, Steven, you go ahead and cut me off if another driver comes out on track. In the points here, we got Ethan Packard with 2 wins on the season. He's actually going to be your points leader coming into tonight with a total point tally of 365 points. Scott Fritz is going to be your second place runner. He's got a total of 341 points. Randy Reese is going to be rolling 3rd in points as of so far, coming in after Williams Grove. Jesse Johnsrud, Brandon Marlowe, Cody Sieber, Brett Fisher, Scott Smith, Logan Herbert, and Tyler Berry jumping up 7 spots all the way up to 10th. Steven, from last week after that win at Williams Grove, so he's in the top 10 now. It's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on, but that is your top 10 in points, ladies and gentlemen.
Ethan Packard, 16th quickest. Now, look at Jason John top of the charts. Scott Fritz, James Braswell, Cody Sieber, Scott Smith, your top 5. Then you got Logan Herbert, Randy Reeser, Jason Cord, Tyler Berry, and Brandon Marlowe, your top 10. You got about 2 minutes remaining of qualifying, and we'll go into heat race action, followed by, should be, hopefully, one last chance qualifier, and then the main event here.
Main events could be 50 laps here tonight around this little short bull ring here, Steven. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. When this place starts to get slick off, everybody's kind of starts to file in, running the same line. You'll see some guys trying the bottom, some guys just banging the wall, or sorry, banging the cushion up top. If it gets single filed out, people are gonna have to make some quick decisions and quick moves to try to advance their position. But it stacks up really tight around here in a real quick hurry. So, drivers are gonna have to be on their toes tonight. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. With around about a minute and 6 seconds left, 3 drivers were waiting to qualify. Ryan Atkins, Matt Kemp, and Zach Nichols.
If you guys are watching at home here tonight on Ultimate Dirt TV, don't be afraid. Go ahead and give us a shout out in chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. I'd love to have you guys. And as always, we thank you guys very, very much for tuning in to Ultimate Dirt TV here tonight. Much appreciated.
Well, the countdown is on. 15 seconds till we go heat race action. So let's go ahead and look at top of the charts. This is Jesse Jonder, Scott Fritz, James Braswell Jr., Cody Sieber, Scott Smith, your top 5. You got Logan Herbert, Randy Reeser, Jason Korn, Tyler Berry, and Brandon Marlowe, your top 10. And qualifying. All right, here's your starting lineup for tonight's heat race. Number 1 on the pole, car number 75J is Jesse Jonder. To his outside, in the 357 is Cody Sieber.
Starting on the inside of that second row tonight is going to be the side-by motorsports driver, Randy Reeser. And to his outside is going to be the 399 esports driver. That's going to be the 37 of Brandon Marlowe.
Row number 3 is Jacob Laster with 399 esports. And Ethan Packard in the 47, your current points leader.
Benjamin Bruno is going to be rolling off in that P7 spot tonight. To his outside for Flex Motorsports, it's going to be the 109 of Alan Duranco. Starting shotgun on the field is going to be No Chance Motorsports driver. That's going to be Matt Kemp. Mitchell Travis, thank you for tuning in, sir. Mitchell is watching from Mayfield tonight. He says, come on, Jacob Lassiter. Good to have you here with us tonight, Michael. Or Mitchell. Sorry, I apologize, Mitchell. Sorry about that. Thank you for tuning in, sir.
All right, the lights will go dark on the track. We're going to let them loose next time by 8 laps the distance. The top 3 going to the main event. Everybody else will rack them and stack them, put them in the LCQ, and go from there. Laster and Kemp back there in the very back. These cars pull it in. Jesse Jonder and Cody Sieber bring us to the green flag, and it's out for heat race number 1.
Jesse Jonder is going to jump up to that early race lead. Cody Siebers are looking to the outside of Randy Reeser in the 357. He's going to run about a half a lane higher than Reeser coming out of turns number 3 and 4. Give it to Cody at the line. Reeser. Benjamin Bruno gets turned around by the 37 of Marlowe, and we have a pileup in turns number 1 and 2, folks. Yellow is going to wave early here tonight.
Looking at the instant replay, Marlowe looks to the inside, makes a little love tap to Bruno. Then he gets a little love tap in the rump, bringing out the first caution.
That little bull ring, Steven, things stack up quick here, that's for sure. And once one car goes around, everybody else just got to either slide their car sideways to avoid it, or like you've seen some guys just choose to run through it. I guess it's up to them.
Well, definitely when you're that close and something happens in front of you, it's very hard to get wooed up in time. Wooed up.
Absolutely.
Who let the
Got
dogs out?
That's right. Got to slow up all this horsepower under these machines. Proudly sponsored by and provided by the Majula C Speed Shop.
Well, we're going green next time by, this time out turn number 4. Single file, Jonder, Sieber, Reeser, Packard, and Kemp, your top 5. Here we go. We're back to racing here at Lima Land. Good start there for the 75 of Jesse Jonder. Oh, Cody Sieber makes a mistake. Caution back out on track.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Steven, if they didn't like the restart or what exactly happened. I guess we'll see right here.
Well, that was way before.
Yep.
Maybe they just didn't like it.
I'm thinking that's what it might be.
You know how, like, sometimes you don't like me and I don't like you. Sometimes we just have to start over.
Yeah, that's right. Well, either way, they're going to restack them, repack them. Single file around this short little bull ring here at Lima Land. Jesse Jondred is going to be your leader. Cody Siebert still hanging on to that second spot. Randy Reeser, Ethan Packer, Matt Kemp, Lassiter, Duranko, Marlowe, and Benjamin Bruno is going to round out your 9-car field. One more time around, I guess. Very good camera shot here, Steven. This is marvelous. Very nice.
Well, look, watch this. When we get to 1 to green signal, the flag will swap to a green flag.
This is true.
It's still yeller.
Colton Herbert asks, is this a money race or a league? It is I believe you would classify it as a money league. Drivers pay their entry fees every night. They have to get their payments in by a certain time or they are not allowed to make a qualifying lap. Same thing as a driver that shows up late to a real track. I guess they wouldn't be able to go run hot laps or anything like that. So I guess, yeah, it'd be a money series, Colton. It's been a good one. It's been a good one so far. Bluegrass definitely puts on a good show.
Well, I can tell you this. We're at a little over the 4-minute mark since we dropped the green flag for heat race number 1.
Yeah. I don't really know how much there was to look at, to be honest with you, Steven, but whatever it is, I guess they're looking at it and taking their time. You know, that's fine. I guess it's not always a bad thing, but boys are, I think they're going to get a little itchy under the throttle pedal there.
All right, the flagman shows the green flag. You see it right there? We're going racing now. Turn number 4. Jesse Jondred, Cody Siebert, Randy Reeser, Ethan Packard, and Matt Kemp. We're racing. Into turn number 1, coming out turn number 2. Jondred down the back straight away. Look at Randy Reeser in that 3rd spot. Siebert looks to the inside. Out turn number 4. We complete lap number 3.
3 in the books, 5 more to go here around Lima Land Motor Speedway as Jesse Jondred continues to lead. Siebert runs in 2nd. Packard's looking to the inside of Reeser. Coming in the 1 and 2, Duranko, Bruno, Marlowe on your screen in the back there, sorting it out. As we are just going to single file train around the bottom track, has plenty of moisture. She is hammered down right now, Steven.
Hammered down, slap it around, because we're trying to complete this.
Yes.
2 laps to go for Jesse Jondred, Cody Siebert, Randy Reeser, and Ethan Packard. White flag, 1 more to go for Jesse Jondred and the 75J. The 357 Cody Siebert, Randy Reeser in 3rd. Out of turn number 4, picking up the first heat race win. It was going to be Jesse Jondred, Cody Siebert coming on 2nd, and Randy Reeser top 3.
Well, took 6.5 minutes, but we got her done.
Hey, we did it. Well, we did do it. They did it. So we should be, I should be corrected. Jesse Jondred, Cody Siebert, Randy Reeser. You got Ethan Packard. You got Jacob Lester, Matt Kemp, Benjamin Bruno, Brandon Marlowe, and Alan Duranko. Heat race number 2 on the board. Scott Fritz and Scott Smith on your front row. I try to do it all now, I guess. Go ahead.
No worries. Jason Corn and Brett Fisher are going to line up in your 2nd row here tonight.
Michael Perman and Stevie Hoover, row number 3.
Corey Sibley and Jason Gross out of row number 4, and Ryan Atkins is going to round out your 9-car field here for heat race number 2.
All right, the lights are going to go dark. We're going to let them loose next time by on turn number 4. Fritz and Smith, your front row.
Let's see if this one goes a little bit better than the first one. I believe we can do it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anything's possible as we're racing out turn number 4.
Ooh, contact off the start. Contact on the start already is Jason Korn, and the 82 is going to touch the inside tire of the 30 machine. That's going to be Brett Fisher, as Scott Fritz has pulled the trigger and he is out to an early lead here. Not so fast, Scott Smith. Jason Korn has something to say about you running in second. That is teammates going at it. Those are Side-by Motorsports teammates going at it for P2. Brett Fisher's going to roll up in your fourth spot. Michael Pierman, Corey Sibley, Stevie Hoover, Jason Gross, and Ryan Atkins. He's not out there right now. Sorry about that.
All right, Stevie Hoover in 7th there. A little contact with 30 of Fisher and Korn. They keep it together. Look at Corey Sibley now up 4 spots, 3 wide out of turn number 4.
This is classic bull ring action here, as these cars, thank God they have fenders, because if they were sprint cars, you would see them flipping, flying, doing all kinds of stuff. As Corey Sibley moves himself up to that P3 position, as you see Pierman, he's rolling the outside, he's letting his car drift up to the outside. As you see Hoover in the 21, he's right in underneath him. They're battling side by side. Fisher gets into the back of Hoover. That's going to send him around. Nowhere to go for Ryan Atkins, as he looked like he dodged it, but yellow flag is going to wait for the second time here tonight. Or third time, excuse me.
There is the replay. Into turn number 3 there. Fisher just barely gets into him, spins him around. So let's talk about this, because you say Scott Smith is in what position right now?
Scott Smith would be in the second position.
You said second now. You said before what?
I believe it was.
You said P2, right?
P2, yes.
So does that mean they're taking a P on
I
number
mean,
2?
if I was out there.
I'm just asking. We're back to racing.
If I was out there right now, I think I'd have a little pee in my pants as well.
Look at Scott Smith looking to the inside of Fritz. Fritz with a good run off the turn. Down the front straightaway, white flag. One more lap to go.
Down the backstretch, is Sibley going to throw it in, make the move on Smith. He is. Contact at the line, or at the straightaway. Looks like he let off a little bit at the line to give him back the spot. Probably felt bad after making that contact there. But anyways, Scott Fritz is going to take home heat race number 2 victory. Scott Smith is going to come home in second. And the rest of your feature results here, Corey Sibley is going to come home in third. Michael Pierman 4th. Jason Korn, Jordan Gross, Stevie Hoover, Brett Fisher, and Ryan Atkins are going to round out your 9-car field.
All right, here's your starting lineup for heat race number 3. It's going to be James Braswell Jr. and Logan Herbert on your front row.
Last week's winner at Williams Grove Speedway is going to be Tyler Berry starting in that 3rd spot. Garrett Cooper for the 24 Mid-South Mafia driver is going to be to his outside.
Brandon LaShaw and car number 33, and Jory Nick in 95 to his outside.
Alec Hornadell and Zach Nichols. Good to see Zach Nichols back in attendance here, Steven. Those guys are going to be rounding out your 4th and final row for the 3rd heat race here. I believe final heat race as well.
Well, you see a couple of cars dropping to the back there.
Yes. Interesting.
So, Garrett Cooper losing his outside starting spot, moving to the rear.
I wonder if those drivers failed tech after qualifying, Steven.
Maybe.
Or maybe they just felt like sending them in the back because they can.
Lights are out, another 8 laps of distance. We're fixing to go racing. Green flag in the air.
Green flag out. Zach Nichols tags the wall. You see on your screen there as Tyler Berry looks underneath him. Braswell, once again, driver out front's going to pull the trigger. He's going to try to start walking away on Jory Nix here. I don't know what's going to happen. As you see the drivers, it's getting a little slick through the middle, Steven. These drivers are starting to get up close to that wall. And when they do, we're going to start seeing some fast lap times, and stuff's going to get crazy.
Crazy's my middle name. Look at the 500. He throws it deep. He tries to sell cheap, but he's going to be denied. Running that third spot, Tyler Berry. But right now, your leader is the 109 of James Braswell Jr. pulling away from Jory Dakin the 95 and Tyler Berry. Logan Herbert up in the wall there.
Yeah, the wall does not move, so I hear. So Logan, probably try to avoid that as much as possible as James Braswell continues to lead as we were talking about. Jory Nixon second. Tyler Berry looks like he might be gaining a little bit of momentum on the bottom. They're slow rolling the bottom, nice and easy on the throttle. Don't blow the tires off or he might be able to get somewhere. As we look back, here comes the 44 as Zach Nichols as he gets a big run coming out of turns number 3 and 4. He's going to rip the lip around Lima Land Speedway, gets a little loose coming out of 2. That's going to slow up his progress. Hits the top again in 3 and 4. Will we see the big run? We will. Closes up to the 500, Tyler Berry. Steven, the white flag is out, and James Braswell looks like he's going to cruise to an easy heat race victory.
Out of turn number 4 for the final time. Give it to James Braswell Jr. Picking up the win. Jory Nick. Tyler Berry, your top 3. Nichols, Honodell, Cooper, Herbert, and LaShaw rounding out your field. There's your official results on the board. Here's LCQ on the front row tonight. In car number 51 is Jacob Laster in 399. Esports, and to his outside is Jason Korn.
Alex Hornadell is going to roll off at P number 3 in your second row, and Matt Kemp in the 54 is going to be to his outside.
Row number 3 to the inside is Jordan Gross and Garrett Cooper.
Row at number 4 to the inside is going to be Benjamin Bruno with Stevie Hoover in the 21 machine to his outside.
Logan Herbert and Brandon Marlowe in row number 5.
And I believe your final, possibly your final row here tonight is going to be Brett Fisher and Brandon LaShaw. Oh, one more.
Your final row, Alan Duranco and Ryan Atkins rounding out your field.
12 laps the distance.
Have I ever headbutted you, Kevin, or Cody?
What's that? Sorry?
Have I ever headbutted you?
I don't believe so.
I'm not a very good goat, am I?
You are the GOAT, Stephen McMillan. I just got word from the admin's booth. Top 12 are going to transfer out of this consolation as Brandon Marlowe waits till the last possible second to go green. Restart games are being played here as he stacks up the field, and caution is going to fly. So 2 drivers are going to go home out of this LCQ here, Stephen.
Well, so let's take a look at this restart, or at the start. Benjamin Bruno getting the worst end of that stick.
I think he'll be all right. Fall back in line and try her again. But yeah, definitely. Jacob Lassiter definitely waited till the last possible second to get on that loud pedal, and you definitely see. We were talking about it earlier. Drivers getting that itchy right foot. They're rip roaring, ready to go, ready to start this feature. As you guys see on screen here, you see that nice light slick line developing through the middle of turns number 1 and into the beginning of turn number 2. That's going to keep growing. As you see down the backstretch there, coming into 3 and 4, big slick line. That's going to be like ice out there, guys. You want to stay in the brown stuff. Green flag is back out, and we have more contact in this LCQ. Everybody looks like it's going to be able to. They're going to be able to keep it straight for now. But, oh, I lied. Something happened. They did not like the start. His yellow flag is going to wave once again, Steven.
It waves, it shines, it shimmers.
It does. So is that sun.
Yeah.
That sun is very, very bright.
Bright.
Yeah. Ah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, looks like Looks like they're gonna stack them and pack them. Yep.
She'd be. I was gonna sing a song. Thank goodness. Green flag back in the air. Jacob Laster into turn number 1. He goes down low. Corn up high. Look at Honadale there in that third spot in 118. Currently sitting third. Matt Kemp into 54. He's up to fourth. Out of turn number 4. We complete the first lap here at Llamaland near LCQ.
Down the backstretch runs Lassiter, Korn, and Kemp on the top. Alex Hornadell trying to make that bottom work. Cooper hasn't decided quite yet where he's going to run. Now he goes up to the top, pays dearly for it as Stevie Hoover's going to look to the inside. Now 3 wide with Marlowe. Contact possibly made. Jacob Lassiter, Jason Korn, Matt Kemp are going to round out your top 3 as we run right now. Talked about it earlier. The top 12 are going to transfer out of this LCQ, so 2 drivers will not be making it to the show tonight, Steve.
Those 2 right now, Benjamin Bruno and Ron Atkins at the back of the field. As we're on lap number 7, Laster leading on the bottom, Korn up high. Here comes the run off of Korn down the front straightaway. Korn getting a top shelf to work. Laster trying to get that bottom dialed in for that future race. Coming up momentarily. Korn with a good run off of 4.
Big run for that 82 machine as he's going to go back up top to the 1 and 2 as we take a look at the static cams. There you see it. Laster on the bottom. Korn continues to rip the top. I'm surprised we haven't seen more drivers venture up towards the top yet, Steven. I figured it'd be the cushion be pretty well beat down, but most of these drivers are staying committed to the bottom middle side of the track. As Korn, we have a new leader with 2 laps to go. Jason Korn in the 82 machine for Side-By Motorsports is going to take the lead, Steven.
Takes the lead all. We got 1 in the wall. He keeps it going. Out of turn number 4. White flag in air. 1 more to go for Jason Korn in the 82 machine. Laster in second. Hundell in third. Marlowe and Hoover round out your top 5. For the final time out of turn number 4, picking up your LCQ, it's gonna be Jason Korn. Jacob Laster in the second spot. Alex Honadale in third. Brandon Marlowe and Stevie Hoover. Cooper, Kemp, Fisher, LaShaw, Gross, and Herbert round out your field who goes on. As they got a tad bit of a warm-up, we'll be right back after these commercials. Welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV as they got final warm-up going on. We're going to play some music and we'll be right back with your future race. right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. You're watching the Bluegrass Iracing Pro Late Models, presented to you by Bejeweled C Speed Shop. And on the front row tonight is Jesse Jotter and Scott Fritz.
Rolling off in that second row tonight is going to be James Braswell Jr. and Cody Seaver, two heavy hitters, two drivers to definitely watch for tonight.
Row number 3 be Scott Smith and Jory Nick.
Randy Reeser and Corey Sibley out of row number 4.
Row number 5 be Tyler Berry and Ethan Packard.
Michael Pierman and Zach Nichols are going to roll off 11 and 12 tonight.
Your 7th row be Jason Cord and Jacob Laster.
8th row is going to be Alec Hornadell and Brandon Marlowe.
Your 9th row, Stevie Hoover and Garrett Cooper to his outside.
Matt Kemp and Brett Fisher are going to roll off 19th and 20th.
And your 11th row be Brandon Shaw and Jordan Gross.
In your final row tonight, and your final 2 starters are going to be Logan Herbert and Alan Duranko. 50 laps, Steven.
Well, I don't have that many toes or fingers, so we should be okay.
Yeah. Let's just hope we don't have as many cautions as we have laps. That'd be a good start.
All right, Johnner and Fritz into turn number 3. Pace truck is off. We're racing out turn number 4. Good start there for Jesse Johnner. Fritz stays in the top line there. Johnner leads out of turn number 2. Look at the 109 of James Braswell Jr. makes a move to second as Fritz falls back to third.
James Braswell early on the move here. As you see him, he's already up to P2. Scott Fritz shuts the door on Scott Smith. He tried to look to the inside. Scott Fritz said absolutely not. As you look a little farther back, Cody Seaver is ripping the lip, and you have Randy Reeser on the inside of him. There's racing all over this track. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 lines, bottom, middle, top.
They're trying to make it work in places should not fit. As now you look at Scott Smith and Scott Fritz. I was like, they're side by side. Make sure I got the right, correct name there. That's the battle for third on track. Look a little further back in the pack. They're still 2 by 2. Some good racing all over this track.
Absolutely, Stevie. And as we look back here, we're looking at Stevie Hoover. He's trying to hold off Logan Herbert, Zach Nichols, Alec Hornadell, Fisher. They're all back there battling side by side. You see a lot of these guys, they're running the middle. That top shelf, the cushion must be getting pretty thin up top. I see a lot of drivers running middle, a lot of drivers on the bottom. Only a few guys are brave enough to rip the lip, and one of those drivers brave enough is the 357 machine from Max Droopsin Sports. That's going to be Cody Seaver, Steven. He is not afraid of that wall.
Well, John Rivera, watch out. Here comes Braswell looking to the inside out. Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. John with the run. Braswell still trying to dig it deep there out of turn number 4 as we complete lap number 8 of this 50-lap main event.
Braswell definitely trying to dig it in on the bottom side as he looks to the inside of Jesse Jondred. He's going to run the middle line. Braswell stays committed to the bottom. Yellow flag for Garrett Cooper upside down on the front straightaway, and we have a massive pile up as well in turn 2, Steven. This will be interesting. Good green flag run, though, to start off the 50-lap feature. This place definitely gets tight when you pack 24 cars around this place.
Yeah.
There's Cooper. There was Cooper.
Oh.
There it is. Parking lot in turn number 2 if anybody's interested. I believe from afar it looked like Brandon Marlowe, Stevie Hoover, and I couldn't tell who the third driver was, possibly the 30 of Brent Fisher, all tangled up in that mess there. I believe everybody is going to get their cars straightened out and back out on the track. Possibly one driver possibly out would be the 124 of Garrett Cooper from Mid-South Mafia. Tough break for that driver early on. Maybe he's able to get that car fixed up, patched up, and come back out, but I have my doubts, Steven.
Well, no, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
It does.
Amen.
How about that battle up front, race fans? Jesse Johndred and James Braswell Jr. Oh my goodness, I can't speak right now. Also another battle out there was Scott Fritz. Why am I getting these? And Scott Smith. There we go. Cody Sieber as well. Randy Reeser. All those drivers battling side by side. Not much breathing room between those drivers. Definitely some good battles throughout this entire field.
He'll be coming around the corner when she comes, or something like that. What was that song?
Coming around the mountain when she comes.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. Looks like these drivers are getting ready to go at Green Flag Racing. Not quite yet. Trying to, admins in the booth trying to decipher exactly what happened there. Who was the cause of that caution? Sent their rear end pack into the rear of the field.
The flagman's holding the green flag, so we're going to race now turn number 4.
There he is. Green flag back out here around Lima Land. Speedway is Jesse Johndred's going to block the lane from James Braswell Jr. as he's going to go to the top. Braswell to the bottom. Cody Sieber as well to the top. Scott Fritz gets a good run out of turn number 4. He's going to look for that P3 position to be right on board here. Randy Reister in the 28 machine for Side by Motorsports. He's going to look up top. Scott Fritz slides up in front of him, take the line away. I believe Scott Fritz wants to be on the top side as you see 3 wide at the flag stand.
New race leader James Braswell Jeter takes it over. Look at Johnner to the inside. Oh, he's tight there. He's going to slap him in the butt, and he's going to get pinched in the butt.
Yes. Yes, he is. Well, how's that saying go? He got just as well as he gave right there, Steven.
That is true. Ooh.
Come off that infield tractor tire, I believe, and probably got tight on him and just wanted to push up the racetrack.
Oh, caution on the back straightaway originally happened. So that could have saved Jesse Johndred.
Yeah, I believe so. Wow. We were talking about the parking lot in turn 2 a little bit ago. I believe the 1 and 3 was a little bigger.
Well, you know, paid parking is hard to come by at these little places.
It is. We actually have a track here in Wisconsin that's very much in the same boat. So
when you get a chance to park, you just park it.
Doesn't matter where.
That's right. Well, it looks like Jesse Johndred missing a part of his nose cone there at the very bottom.
Uh-oh. I don't know how much aerodynamics matter here, Steven, on Lima Land, but I remember a few weeks back at Bristol we were talking about, oh yeah, he's definitely going to have some, he's going to have some aero issues with that machine right there, but we were talking a couple weeks back at Bristol. The aero on these cars is a lot more important than anybody actually would guess about these cars. You want to keep these things as clean and as sharp looking as possible. The minute you damage that rear spoiler, she's not going to handle the way you want, especially through the slick. When she's all banged up, beat up, you're either gonna do one of 2 things. You're gonna push like a dump truck, or you're just gonna be sliding around like a squirrel on ice.
Well, if the squirrel's gonna be doing drugs.
Either way, I bet she's having a good time. Single file, possibly.
Yeah. That'll give me a chance to sip on my McDonald's sweet tea.
There you go. Speaking of sweet tea, little sweet tea, Garrett Cooper is back out on the racetrack in that Mid-South Mafia 124 machine. Him and his picker ended up strapping up the duct tape and getting her put back together, and I'm back out on the track, so good to see him out there. The driver I'm going to keep my eye on is definitely going to be the 75 of Jesse Johndred. That thing looks pretty ugly with the nose all smashed in the way it does, so definitely keep your eye on that guy to see what happens with him.
Braswell, your race leader. All right, we're going to double them up.
Fair enough.
We're back to racing out turn number 4. We complete lap number 12. Jesse Jandra digging it deep there. He looks underneath the 109 momentarily. Cannot make it happen. Sieber up high, Jandra down low. That's a battle for second. And we got 3 or 4 wide, a little further back in the pack. Packard back there in the 47. Now look at Herbert. He is up to 8th, up 15 spots since the start of the race.
Good run for that gentleman there. Definitely doing some work, making his way through through traffic, excuse me. Everybody's on the lead lap. I believe his yellow flag is going to wave once again. Looking at the track though, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching here on Ultimate Dirt TV, as you see the track, she's definitely starting to slick out. You see that dark brownish colored dirt that is fading less and less as the laps go on here. You start to see that shiny color through the middle of the speedway. That is the slick, and that stuff, ladies and gentlemen, is like driving on ice here in Wisconsin. It is not fun, it is not a pleasure, but if you are a setup master, you can do it. It is possible.
Well, definitely you could.
Yeah.
Just put an egg underneath it.
There you go. Beautiful.
Wow. Don't crack it.
Good luck with that around this place. All jokes aside, when the track slicks off though, ladies and gentlemen, especially in these pro late models, you want to just keep that thing nice and straight, easy on the throttle. The minute you burn those tires off, you're gonna start seeing your lap times drop. You're gonna see these cars, if these drivers do burn their tires off, they heat them up too much, they're gonna start to see them slowly drop through the field. So you want to try to keep these tires nice and cool. You want to keep the rubber on the tires, not on the racetrack.
Well, there's other places you keep the rubber on too.
Brett would have liked that one.
We're racing out turn number 4. Braswell Jr. Good start for him. Look at Sieber up the top shelf there. He's ripping the lip. He makes a little mistake. Out turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Look at Scott Smith in that 4th position. He makes it 3 wide momentarily. Look at Corey Sibley there in 5th. Good racing for the top 5 spots.
Absolutely. Racing is fast and it is furious around this place as we're 3 wide momentarily. We're 3-4 wide looking back through the pack. And another driver I still see creeping up through this field is Logan Herbert. That man is still on the move back there. Good run to him as he is in heavy traffic right now. He's got drivers inside, outside. He's got drivers in front of him, behind him. He is in the hornet's nest, but he is making it work. Big wreck in front of him as we speak. Alec Hornadell. Big wreck there. Alec Hornadell, I believe the 47 of Packard, your points leader, was involved there. Not a very good result. Yellow back out. As one of my Australian friends would tell me, the wall does not move.
And that's a lie.
I guess if you hit it hard enough, I guess it would move.
I mean, have you ever been to Gateway or to the Tulsa Shootout? You know,
I have not,
those walls move eventually.
That's true. I guess you're right, Steven. That's a good point. Good point. I don't believe this wall moves, though, to be fair.
Well, if you dig deep enough, and
yeah,
you could.
Like you said, anything's possible. 20 down, 30 to go. Steven James Braswell Jr. still leading, trying to keep that 357 machine of Cody Sieber at bay. Jesse Jandra continues to hold on to that 3rd spot. Don't know how his car is going to handle on later on in the long run. If we can get a good green flag run in, I guess we'll see there. And I believe, who is that? that was Randy Reeser or Scott Smith. Scott Smith is going to be roll off in your 4th position, or roll in your 4th position, excuse me. Corey Sibley, Tyler Berry, Alec Hornadell, Ethan Packard, Logan Herbert, possibly still. We'll let the scoring adjust after that big crash in turn number 1 there. We'll get everybody sorted out, and I believe maybe we're going to green flag racing. Not this time, I don't think. Next time by, maybe. See Jason Korn coming out of the pits there, trying to get some of that damage repaired on his 82 machine. Ryan Green, thank you for tuning in and watching here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Ryan says, what's up, Cody? Well, you know, just calling the races with Steven here around Lima Land, and I believe we had a false green there, Steven.
False start.
Yeah. False start on the offense. That's going to be 20 more laps added.
We're back to racing it, and excuse me, walls do move. They do. And we're back to caution to give.
Excuse me.
Brett Wheeler.
Ah, the fake Ryan Green. Bring the real one back, he says. Big pile up on your screen there, folks. Big pile up.
The walls do move. You ever been to Chili Bowl? Those things move after the racing is done.
He does have a fair point, Brett.
They do. You take down, I mean, if you dig a little deep here outside the track, you can move the wall there.
That's true. I believe we're going to go back green flag racing here. Green flag back out. Oh, wow. What a start from the 357 of Cody Seaver on the James Braswell. He's going to look down low to the inside of the speedway as James Braswell's going to get that big run coming off of turns number 2. And yellow flag is back out once again, Steven.
He be driving her around the mountain when she comes.
Yes.
She be coming around the corner when she comes.
But driving
no, they're walls. They don't put barriers around the track. They're walls.
But, oh, Brandon Marlowe not having a good night here tonight. We were talking about that man coming into tonight. He's been having a good couple runs here as of late, and tonight definitely not going his way. Tough luck for that guy. Tell you what, Steven, I think
he says barriers are fences. No, there's a wall that the fence is connected to.
You see those poles there, Mr. Wheeler? That'd be the fence. The big white long thing that says Lima Land Motorsports Park. That would be the wall, sir. I have to agree there.
I mean, in NASCAR, you know, they got the soft wall. When it breaks, they got to fix it.
Those walls do move.
They
You're
do.
correct.
Yeah.
Those ones do.
So I have debunked that PowerPoint presentation.
I love it. Walls don't move, he says.
They do.
Go to the Chili Bowl on iRacing and tell me they move.
After the race.
Tell you what, Steven. A couple more cautions, and I think my rear end's gonna be driving down to the hot dog stand and getting me a little snack. Might be here a while.
You might need Cody help, or not Cody, Nick helping you out.
Yeah. Green flag back out here, folks, around Lima Land. James Braswell Jr. continues to lead. Cody Seaver, Jesse Jondren, Scott Smith, Corey Sibley, Tyler Berry, Alec Hornadell, Ethan Packard, Logan Herbert, and Michael Beerman going to round out your top 10 as we are working lap 22 out of 50.
The top three running the top shelf out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Well, I mean, if you think concrete tastes good, by all means eat it, Brett. Poor Brett, he's sick. He has to stay at home, so he has, he has to harass us one way or another.
Right, that's right. Contact further back in the field. That looks like Ethan Packard and Alex Hornadell. They made a contact a couple times tonight. Maybe a little tempers flaring there as Hornadell. He gets squarely through the middle of 1 and 2. Packard's on the wall. So they're racing hard back here, and Fisher in the 30 machine, he's laughing all the way to bank. He just drives by both of those drivers. His new leader, 357 at Cody Sieber. He takes over the race lead. Jesse Johnswood looking to follow suit as we have a car around facing the wrong direction. I believe that was Scott Fritz in turn number 3. Scary situation there. You never want to see a car backwards on the racetrack. As we'll look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Scott Fritz looks like he put himself in the wall, does a barrel roll. Good style points, Mr. Fritz.
I give him 7.5.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
If he would have landed on his roof, notice what I said there, Brett. I would have gave him about a 6. But since he landed on his wheels, 7.5 seems fair. Don't you drive backwards, Cody? Well, sometimes. Depends if I'm driving in Australia or not. Well, 20 minutes in here to our feature race event. We have plenty of time to get her done. Hopefully the cars have fuel.
All right, back to racing out, turn number 4. Good start there by the 357, Cody Sieber. Jondred looking to the inside of Braswell. Can't make it happen. They'll fall back in line. Going into turn number 3. Look at Corey Sibley trying to make something happen on the inside. But meanwhile, your top 2 are starting to pull away, but caution back out on the racetrack.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. As Jason Crawford would say. Or sorry, is that Berkey, Brett? Which one does the yellow, yellow, yellow? I believe it's Crawford. Could be wrong. Big send in by Logan Herbert. Just unfortunately catches the tail end of the 53 of Scott Smith. That's going to send him around.
Poor job there by Colton Herbert getting sideways.
Yeah. Matt Bailey says it. He says, "Did Matt Bailey go to Dubbo? Did anybody ever find that out?" I believe he did.
Did you just say Matt Bailey's a Dumbo?
I said, "Did Matt Bailey go to Dubbo?"
Oh, Debo. Oh, I thought you said
Yes.
he's a Dumbo. I'm like, whoa.
Shots fired. I believe he met up with Riley Stewart in Dubbo, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they got together and.
Did he get
had some
charges?
I had to catch my breath after that one. Good old Matt Bailey. We poke fun at him, but we love him here at Ultimate Dirt TV. You like that, Brett, don't you? You like that. The dog is actually in turn number 2 back there. If you look really, really close, I think he's sitting back there with his owner. He's somewhere back there. Just like the deer and Sasquatch that came out on the track at Lernerville a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Cataswampy and the turtle at USA. It's been some good moments.
That's right.
Captured on Ultimate Dirt TV. Don't want to miss it. I believe we're going to go green flag racing here, folks. 28 down, 27 down, something like that. Almost halfway, or we are halfway, excuse me. Green flag, back out. Cody Sieber. James Braswell, Jesse Johnswood, Corey Sibley now working his way up into the top 5. Tyler Berry in the 500 machine, last week's winner. He's got his car pretty well kept clean here. Can he make it 2 for 2 in the Bluegrass Iracing Dirt Series here, sponsored by the Majula C Speed Shop? As we take a look at the static cams, we have 3 wide racing still. As you see the Max Sports, sorry, yes, oh my, I just need to stop. The Max Droop Sim Sports driver Cody Sieber is continuing to lead, but he's got heavy pressure, and he's in the wall. James Braswell is your new race leader. Corey Sibley comes out of absolutely nowhere to take the P2 spot, and we are getting crazy, Steven.
Hey, it's the time to blow your mind. Out of turn before we complete lap number 31. Corey Sibley in that second spot. Who would have thought Corey Sibley be up there battling for the race lead?
Back. Yeah, he started way back in the field, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember exactly where he started, but it definitely was farther back in the field. And he has kept his car clean, weaved in and out of traffic, avoided the wrecks, and here he is sitting in P2 after Sieber makes a big mistake on the top side. We had a couple green flag laps there, but the yellow is going to come back out once again.
Brandon LaShaw bringing out that caution. In that 33 machine. Oh, Cooper gets in the wall. He goes around.
I see, nope, not even gonna say it. Well, Steven, laps are winding down here, slowly but surely, but they are winding down.
They're winding down, down, down.
Winding down around the mountain.
Right now they're winding down, down, down.
Yes. You see, you get dinner and a show here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Yellow flag is still being held by the flagman. His arm's probably getting sore, Steven.
Well, he's been holding it for a while. You know, I bet you if another caution comes out, we're at the point now, if another caution comes out, we'll watch the flag, but he'll get down and he'll pop him in the head with that flag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I believe. He's probably ready to come down and have a hot dog and a beer himself.
I mean, Barney's not someone you want to mess with.
No, as we're going to go back double file, Steven.
We're back racing out turn number 4. Good start there by the 109 of Braswell Jr. There you go, Cody. Look at the 999 machine. He's digging it deep. He's trying to sell it cheap, but he couldn't advance the spot there. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Braswell continues to lead. Brett Fisher, right now your hard charger, up to 17 spots. And Cody Sieber in that 4th position.
Tell you what there, Brett, I think James Braswell is going to have a strong right hand and forearm after this race as he's wheeling that machine at the top of Lima Land Motorsports Park. He is not giving a dang, and he is beating that wall down, and he's having a good time doing it, but he better watch out because that 999 machine of Corey Sibley, he's rolling the bottom side, middle side of the speedway now, but here comes the hard charger of Brett Fisher. Couple drivers working throughout the field, and they're having a good run as of late in the race here, so we'll see if James Braswell can continue to hold on to that lead, Steven.
Yep. Look a little further back there, you see Jesse Johnswood, who's your early race leader, currently sitting in 5th spot. Tyler Berry, last week's feature winner, in 6th. You got Jacob Blaster in 7th, Ethan Packard in 8th, Horn and Honadale rounding out your top 10. Looking a little further back, we'll still 3 wide action. Good racing back in the pack. But up front, Corey Sibley is losing ground to your race leader. But look at Brett Fisher. He's all over the tail tank of that 999.
Yes, he is. That 999 machine better be careful not to make a mistake, because if he does, that 30 machine of Brett Fisher just patiently waiting like a shark in the water for him to make a mistake, because when he does, he's going to attack, and he is going to set sail and blow by, if I had to guess. As now you see Fisher jumps up to the top side, didn't like it, he decides to cut diamond off, come back down. We are working lap 43 out of 50, and James Braswell Jr. is on a roll right now.
Out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 43. Braswell, Sibley, and Fisher. Sieber in that 4th position. Jesse John are their top 5, and there were 3 wide there. Look at Lasser looking to the inside. He has to get heavy on the binders. Out of turn number 4. Next time by, be 5 laps to go for James Braswell Jr.
Jesse Johndrew still hanging on to that 5th spot after having heavy damage in that race car. Good run to that man, keeping her together, holding her tight. Is 3 wide at the flag stand. Packard, Barry, Lassiter fighting for that 6th spot, as Packard looks like he's got a good run. He's going to pull away a little bit on the 500 machine of Tyler Barry. Lassiter committed to the bottom side, slow rolling the bottom. Tyler Barry hits the bump coming out of turn number 4, gets that car all sorts of upset. Is now Packard, he's found something late here. He's passing cars like crazy, Steven.
He is. Now look at a crossover move. John puts on Packard down the front straightaway. Next time by, 2 laps to go for James Braswell Jr.
James Braswell Jr. started on the pole tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he is coming out of turn number 3 and 4, and he's going to take the white flag here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. One more chip around for the Mid-South Mafia 109 machine, sponsored by Majula C Speed Shop, as he is going to go all the way here and capture the win at Lima Land here tonight. Corey Sibley's going to come home 2nd, Brett Fisher in 3rd, Cody Sieber 4th, Jesse Johndrew is going to round out your top 5. Wait for those official results to roll onto your screen here, but unofficially, Jacob Lassiter, Zach Nichols, Ethan Packard, Jason Korn, Scott Fritz. As you see, it is official here. James Braswell is going to be your winner. Corey Sibley, Brett Fisher, Cody Sieber, Jesse Johndrew are going to round out your top 5. Jacob Lassiter, Zach Nichols, Ethan Packard, Jason Korn, Scott Fritz, Tyler Barry, Stevie Hoover, Alec Hornadell, Alan Duranko, Scott Fritz is going to be your top 15. Brandon LaShaw, Logan Herbert, Michael Pearman, Garrett Cooper, Jory Nix going to be your top 20. And 21st through 24 is going to be Randy Reeser, Brandon LaShaw, Matt Kemp, and Jordan Gross.
All right, we'll be right back with post-race interviews.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the man on the mission, Brett Fisher. Heck of a drive to you, man. Congratulations on P3 here tonight. I believe you're also a hard charger as well, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us how it was, man.
That's how excited he is.
Yeah. Mr. Brett Fisher, you got your ears on, buddy. He's so excited, he's speechless, ladies and gentlemen.
You there? You guys
Yeah,
got me?
got a copy.
All right,
got
yeah, I just had to figure it out. I got it.
That's all right. Congratulations. I'll say it again. Congratulations on your third place finish here, Mr. Fisher. I believe you're a hard charger as well. Heck of a race out there. Tell us how it was.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I worked my way from the back, and I kind of just stayed there in the middle groove, and like I said, it slicked off, and just kind of held my line and watched out for all the wrecks there was, and like I said, just patience. That's all it was tonight.
Absolutely. His patience is rewarded. You definitely run a small bull ring like Lima Land Motorsports Park here. Anything that you weren't expecting that did happen, or were you comfortable with the setup?
Yeah, I was pretty comfortable with the setup. I guess working my way up to third, I didn't really expect that. It's such a small track, and all the different wrecks. I knew it was going to go on, but like I said, patience, and it all worked out.
Absolutely, sir. Well, once again, congratulations on your third place finish here. Family, friends, sponsors, who helps you get the job done?
My family back home in Iowa watching, thanks. My wife for letting me do this. Kids, yeah, that's about it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Mr. Fisher, once again. That's going to be your P3 finisher of Brett Fisher.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Corey Sibley coming home in that second spot tonight. Up 6 spots to start a race. Good job there.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a while since I've talked to you, Steve.
It has. It has. Well, good, strong finish there. In that second spot there, you just look like you're trying to get that bottom dialed in, working for that car. But, Braswell just really was ripping the lip there.
Yeah, I don't know. I always kind of pride myself, and I really don't like to run the top, to be honest. And there's guys who want to look cool and tossed over their shoulders, and some of them can. I'd prefer to run the bottom, and when I get a slick enough track that you can actually make headway on the bottom, it's a lot of fun to me. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty nice to be able to at least get a second off of that.
Right, definitely. So, got a question from one of the fans. Stoner's Body Shop.
Yeah.
Someone want to know, do they have red eyes when they work?
No, that was my grandpa's body shop. He owned it till he was 80 years old. I think almost 40 years.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, his saying was, "I'm about the only stoner to never get stoned."
There you go. Well, you got a nice looking card there. I mean, you want to thank some sponsors on there that made it all possible for you?
Yeah, Dirty Rhino Welding, that's kind of my own little hobby shop. CFM Designs by JDM, John Darby hooked me up with this real nice wrap. I've gotten a ton of compliments on it, and I love it. My wife for putting up with the fact that I do this every week. Got my buddy Jim, he supports me when I'm racing on this, and then I wrench on his actual modified, so that's always fun. But I think that's about it.
Awesome. Congratulations, Corey. Good to see you again, sir.
Yep, good to see you too, Steve.
All right. Have a good night. We'll see you next Thursday night, sir.
Sounds good.
All right. And Cody run up there to the first place, to the person that comes home first place. Hopefully he don't trip and fall on his way there.
I almost did. I caught one of those tractor tires down there, as many drivers did tonight, but this driver did not. This driver kept it on the top side, and he was ripping the lip around Lima Land Motorsports Park. James, congratulations, man, on your first place victory here. Tell us how it was, man.
Man, it's awesome. I love Lima Land. Small tracks are my thing, and that was just a good all night. I mean, I know it was kind of set up with cautions in the feature, but I had fun from start to finish on that race.
Well, yeah, the feature was filled with cautions, man, but the caution laps were not counting, so all the laps were yours, man. You definitely had heck of a battle up there with Cody Sieber, Jesse John Druid, Scott Smith. They were all up there for a while. I mean, you guys were 5-6 cars under a blanket, if not more at times. We just talked to Corey Sibley. He said that he prefers to run the bottom. Did you try the bottom at all?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say about 15 to go. I was running the top. I was pulling him really good in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, it just wasn't doing nothing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try something. So I started running the bottom of 1 and 2, then top of 3 and 4, and that's when we ended up opening up the gap pretty good and got comfortable. You could have set it on cruise for the last 6 or 7 laps and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely were not afraid of ripping that lip here tonight. James, congratulations once again on your first place finish, man. Friends, family, sponsors, who helps you get the job done week in, week out, man?
Yeah, man, my team in South Mafia, got a shout out to CFM and Magilla Speed Shop, always helping everybody out, doing what we can. So, I want to thank NLRA and NMRA as well. Good group of guys, and we get on here every week and try to get better.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming in here and talking to us, man. And once again, congratulations, buddy.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. This could be your first place finisher, James Braswell, everybody.
You know what, Cody? When you gonna get a TR on your number, car number?
When I finally decide to sit down and get good at this thing.
Are you gonna put diamonds on it?
Ooh, I might.
Where it's all
It might even be green gems just for Brett.
There you go. Because Clausen got some. Got a
He
crown.
did?
He got a crown.
Camden got the crown too on the 22 machine there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, it's a cool little thing. Definitely a little bit of a motivation thing within the team, and I see a couple other teams are starting to do a couple of cool things along with their numbers as well, giving guys like a souvenir to put on their car, just a little something to push drivers a little harder, just to try to get better each and every week. I think is pretty cool, and yeah, just something different. One thing I was gonna ask you, Steven, you're normally always asking me what my final thoughts were. What are your final thoughts here tonight, sir?
My final thoughts of tonight are this. It's Thursday night. It is 9:17 p.m. That means I get to rest a little bit. But no, some good racing. I mean, we did excuse me, we had some cautions, but that's just this tight little track. And when something happens in front of you, you have little time to react. But other than that, it was great racing. Top dominant for most of the way there. I mean, only a few drivers were able to get that bottom to get dialed in and stuff and work. So, no, good racing.
Absolutely, I agree. Definitely. No, I figured I'd ask you. You're always asking me, so I figured I'd ask you and see what you had to say. I definitely agree. Like James Braswell said, lots of cautions midway through, but that's just how she rolls here sometimes.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Steve McMillan along with Cody Nevin. Until next Thursday night, y'all be safe. God bless everyone. Good night.